Trek, which is why I hate bad Star Trek. And welcome back again to Not Our Savior Month. As promised, now let's look at a really stupid examination of the evolution versus creation debate.
You know, it just don't get no better than this.
Yeah. Also true of the script, I'm afraid.
This is NOS VOY, Distant Origin. We begin with a reptilian alien on a primordial planet that kind of looks like the planet from Basics, let's be honest, searching for something. He's searching for fossils, and he finds some with a genetic match, and it's a human skull.
Well, I'll give him this. It's an interesting teaser.
It's not going to go anywhere good, but it is a good teaser. We come back and they're reconstructing the skeleton and wildly theorizing.
He had no sense of smell?
If he did, it was rudimentary. I doubt this fellow would have enjoyed the sulfur lagoons of Hokast.
They've also found a bit of clothing, which looks a lot like a Starfleet uniform. This scientist, we'll later find out his name is Gaken, so let's just jump to the chase on that, poetically describes the planet of origin.
Did your eyes see the planet of our origin? The true home of our race? Was it covered by oceans, by sand? Were there 9 moons above your head? Were there none?
Apparently this human in the yellow shirt died about a year ago. I think this is the planet from Basics, and I think that's Hogan.
Oh my... I think you're right.
Are they actually using continuity in this episode?
Before this, all we had was a theory. Now we have proof. We simply have to get them to open their eyes and see it.
Wait, so this is the first evidence of this theory? Where did this theory originally come from? This sounds like it's a scientific theory on the same basis that aliens built the pyramids is a scientific theory. Only with less evidence, since he has no evidence until now.
We're going to set a course for the city ship, present our friend here, and let him do the talking.
Science! It's the same as wild mass guessing on TV tropes.
These remains demonstrate beyond doubt that we arose elsewhere in this galaxy.
Oh, okay, that's not at all a logical leap.
That we evolved on a faraway planet and traveled to this space millions of years ago.
Or that.
We share 47...
Everyone take a drink, 47.
...genetic markers with this being. We are undoubtedly related to him.
No, this is plausible supporting evidence, not irrefutable evidence. You're just pulling these things out of your cloaca, aren't you, Gaken? 47 out of how many?
True, because we have a 96% crossover with chimpanzees, and we can't breed with them. But in the Star Trek universe, you can accidentally breed with someone from another solar system, like the Cardassians and Bajorans, and humans and Klingons.
I just find it very curious that they'll keep saying this number over and over, 47, 47.
Take a drink.
But they'll never tell us what it relates to. I can still remember the words of my sophomore science teacher in my head. A number without units is like a day without sunshine. You gotta give me context.
Oh, and he goes before the not church, which is not impressed. Also, making a definitive claim based on a single bit of evidence, no matter what that evidence is not scientific. A big part of science is repeatable results and multiple samples so that you can prove that this is not a fluke. When you have one sample to work from, you really can only draw so much from that.
I failed to anticipate the level of ignorance I would be facing.
Nope. No self-righteous martyrs here. No siree. Gaken talks with his daughter, and she doubts his theories too.
It all just seems so incredible.
I'm disappointed in you.
Father, please.
Because blind faith is the only reaction I can accept to my theories.
Not the mama.
The Ministry is going to charge Gaken with heresy.
Oh man, Rick Berman is just so subtle. I have no idea what this is really about.
The movie is really hard to follow.
On the remnants of the comm badge, Gaken finds some writing in English and reads it.
By an astonishing coincidence, both of our languages are exactly the same.
Oh.
This isn't science, it's divination!
So Gaken and his assistant, Veer, wow, an assistant named Veer, never seen that before, go off in search of Voyager. And they backtrack through Season 3, again, using continuity.
A trader from a space station bordering the Necrit Expanse informed us of a curious group of explorers. They were able to help us clarify certain details.
Okay, this episode's premise is really stupid, but they get a lot of bonus points for using continuity well.
Little is known about these explorers, but they call themselves human, and they claim to be traveling home to a distant planet. My thoughts are with you, Froma.
You are a wanted man being chased down by your planet's authorities, but you're just casually sending emails to your daughter?
They manage to track down Voyager, and then we find out these lizard people have another magic technology. They have invisibility technology. Of course they do.
I didn't expect the smell. Well, they are mammals after all.
This is rapidly devolving into coneheads.
How can we live among the blood skulls?
We will blend in.
But it's still the best part of the show.
Male and female interacting. Let's observe.
Tonight you pay up. Holodeck 2, Klingon martial arts program, no getting out of it this time.
Tom, why have you appointed yourself B'Elanna's personal trainer in all things Klingon? Why do you care?
There's no sign of vasodilation in their skin.
Obviously, they never evolved that ability, which would explain their reliance on crude verbal interplay.
And if this had been the focus is to just study Voyager from an anthropologist's point of view, it might have actually made for a good episode. But we've got a lesson to cram in. The crew detects something on the bridge, so the lizards run to the mess hall. Because if you want to avoid people who are clever and intelligent, you go where Neelix is. Unfortunately, the people who have brains actually do come down to the mess hall and uncloak them. And so Veer attacks Chakotay, while Gaken nobly leaves Veer behind, while kidnapping Chakotay. Our hero! In sickbay, Veer goes into deliberate hibernation so he can't be questioned. On Gaken's ship, he tries to calm Chakotay down by condescending to him.
Don't be alarmed. You're on my research vessel. Chakotay to Voyager. Your instinct is to flee, but I must warn you, there's a confinement field around the table. Just stay calm and you won't hurt yourself.
He asks about Chakotay's planet of origin, aka Earth.
Look, drop the force field and tell me what's going on. Then maybe we can make first contact in a civilized way. For what it's worth, I'm a scientist too.
No, you're an ex-terrorist. There's only so much room in your backstory, Chakotay.
And the dog finds the 47, take a drink, genetic markers. Ladies and gentlemen, now the story gets stupid. Yes, up until now, it's been reasonable. It turns out these aliens are actually descended from dinosaurs from Earth. Ponder this.
Computer, analyze the genetic markers and search Earth's fossil record. Identify any ancestors common to both humans and the alien in sickbay.
I don't know the chemical lifespan of DNA, I really don't. But I know that it's well short of the time it would take to locate and break down fossils so that you can map their DNA. There is no way Voyager would have dinosaur DNA on file, even if they were willing to waste their limited computer space to keep this stored. And they're related specifically to duck-billed dinosaurs, or hadrosaurs. Because if they were related to a different dinosaur, it would have been stupid.
What if the hadrosaur didn't die off?
I could well imagine this creature giving rise to a more complex life form.
Well, at least our scientists are making the same stupid wild mass guesses as Gaken. Maybe they do have something in common after all.
If the hadrosaur had continued to evolve over the last 65 million years, extrapolate the most probable appearance.
This is not how evolution works. Evolution doesn't move you toward a path where you end up looking like a human, or as much as possible.
You cannot project what will happen to this creature without data on what environment it is existing in.
Yeah, I'm sure they'd end up just like the way humans would presume they would end up. Oh wait, let's describe just how a society could have evolved in our prehistory and we find no traces of it. Chakotay?
What if it evolved on an isolated continent?
A landmass that was destroyed.
All evidence of your race could be at the bottom of the ocean.
Gaken?
Well, obviously not all of my people became extinct. Some of them must have developed spacefaring technology and left the planet.
Oh! Star Trek. Bad enough that you had humanoid dinosaur astronauts. No, that wasn't enough. You had to make them humanoid dinosaur astronauts from f***ing Atlantis.